How bad are these cops?
It's like a Ukrainian recruitment video.
This is exactly what it looks like, a Ukrainian recruitment video. In the middle of a busy street. This is their big idea. I want to show you one more thing. Now, this video is kind of crazy. It's about 4 minutes long. And so these ICE guys show up in an unmarked vehicle with masks on, and they try to apprehend one Hispanic guy. And spoiler alert, they fail. And they do it in such a gross, horrible way. These are the most unprofessional law enforcement agents I've ever seen maybe in my life. And that's saying
worse than the lady cops we watched? Worse than that?
Well, neck and neck.
This is terrible. This is a situation that got out of control.
Watch
it. If it lose a wig.
Watch this, Kurt. Watch this. So we'll watch it. I'll try not to stop it, but maybe I will. We'll see. So, by the way, this is at 63rd and Costner. Now, in Chicago. Now, if you want to know where that is, that's a stone's throw away from where I grew up and lived my whole life. I used to live right by there. I used to live right there. I used to live on 62nd. So this is 63rd and Costner. And this is kind of unbelievable. What they're doing this in the middle of a regular neighborhood in Chicago. And the people in the neighborhood are not on board for this. Well, so it's not that they're on board for illegal immigration. They're against how they're doing it. And watch what happens. I don't like the idea of cops in masks. But we'll watch in an unmarked car. So let's watch this. So they're doing this in the middle of traffic. By the way, Costner Avenue is a semi-busy street. Mm-hmm. It's not like Ventura Boulevard, but it's close.
La migra!
How bad are you at apprehending someone?
Well, the guy's in great shape, Jimmy.
How bad are you?
The guy works out. What am I supposed to do?
So
be careful, he's pregnant.
So this guy's coming over to you going, "Are you illegal?" He's asking this guy, "Are you illegal?" And this guy's yelling, "No, I'm not."
Well, that other guy's brave to go up to them.
Yep. But then more people start showing up.
Hey! No!
What is happening?
Why is he just sitting there trying to sit on top of the... This is how you apprehend someone? Did you skip the entire police academy?
They're probably giving anyone a weapon, body armor that'll do the job. By the way, there will be a funeral procession that will be passing by in this same video.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
There's a funeral procession.
Yep.
How bad that are these cops.
It's like a Ukrainian recruitment video.
This is exactly what it looks like, a Ukrainian recruitment video. In the middle of a busy street. This is their big idea.
And there are people with cameras. There are people seeing this. There's the CTV footage. There's everyone passing by. And everyone is seeing this out-of-control situation that is happening in the streets of Chicago that will repeat itself throughout this week.
Let him go!
Look at this guy. Oh, wow. Keep your mask on, for sure.
Let him go! Let him go! Get off him!
Ayúdame, quítalo. Get the fuck out of here! Let me see your fucking face, bro.
Let me see your face, bro.
Let him go!
No way.
And he gets away, thank God.
No way. What did they give up?
Yep.
Those are two of the biggest loser and law enforcement agents I've ever seen anywhere.
Were they trained ever? It looks like it was just some guys put on some bandito masks.
That's what it looks like. That's how they taught you how to apprehend someone?
No.
I could have done better.
And was this person just walking on the street? I mean, I don't even understand what the arrest was.
Who knows where they got him,
God.
right?
Were they recruited with those ads, but then not trained?
So then you wait till the guy's in the middle of a busy street to try to apprehend him? You stop your car in the middle of a busy street to try to apprehend a guy? Is this serious? These guys are morons. Those guys are morons. And of course they have to keep their mask on because they don't want anybody to know what kind of morons that the ICE is hiring.
Who hired them? They should have to wear a mask.
I would add on to this, if we remember the video of the guy on the bike being chased away by ICE, what was his crime? I mean, he didn't do anything. So to answer Steph's question, was he walking down the street? Yeah, probably he was walking down the street, minding his own business. He was asked if he was illegal by the one pedestrian, and he said no. So the thing is, there are other videos out there. Again, it's important to verify everything, but there are alleged videos out there of people just being randomly picked up or targeted because they fit a profile. This whole entire situation with ICE coming here is just going to be a powder keg that will explode that no one will control. This city is not ready for what's going to come next.
Well, here's that video we were talking about. Here's the video of this guy who breaks no law, and the ICE decide to go and try to arrest him. And of course, he gets away. So he's verbally insulting the cops. By the way, not a crime. That's called First Amendment. And they decide that we're gonna over
tough guy.
Yeah, we're gonna overreach and go beyond what the law says, and we're gonna try and pick this guy up and throw him in a van.
They're in a busy area of town.
Of course they are. Look how nice that city is.
Yeah.
And they got the Benny Hill out there trying to chase these guys down. So that guy didn't break a law. They didn't suspect that guy of being an illegal immigrant. He was speaking English. And they just went after him. So who knows what the deal was with that guy at 63rd and Costner that we just showed you? Who knows what that was?
Did they hire these guys the way that Chicken Ohio hired that illegal guy who was a fake doctor and he became the superintendent? So they hired some agency to go find these people, like probably the ones you use to find prison guards there for private prisons. Because those guys seem like prison guards, not like trained officers of anything.
They don't seem like trained officers at all. None of
I'm being charitable saying prison guards because I think they get more training.
You could.
I know.
Go ahead.
I know that when I did site security before we did our first tour in Baghdad, part of my unit, like we did more training on how to properly detain and de-escalate a situation, not escalate, de-escalate a situation. So everything that was happening there on Cosner Street was everything you're not supposed to do because you don't want to have a crowd surrounding you because what happens? Emotions run high, and a lot of these guys' weapon discipline is absolutely abysmal. There's one video of one ICE agent who's telling a person to get back. He takes off his weapon, not even considering like somebody could grab it and then use it against him. It is a disaster. It's a recipe for absolute failure.
Of private contractor. It reeks of private contractor.
Yep.
Yes.
It does. All right. Well, Cabello, I appreciate you coming on and giving us insight into what's happening on the ground in Chicago. We will have you. I'm sure we're going to have you back on to talk about more of this stuff. It's doesn't seem to be getting crazy, and I can't wait for Brandon Johnson to. I bet he doesn't even run for mayor again. I bet he doesn't run.
I personally think he is not going to run for re-election. I think his approval rating is so low, he'd be foolish to do so. But if I could leave this on a final note, in that video, we saw a funeral procession drive by while that man was being arrested. And I began to ponder more about it because I talked about it on my show earlier this morning. And that funeral procession is Chicago. That's going to be the city if this madness continues on. These politicians, Trump, Brandon Johnson, Pritzker, all the key players, they want to play this game, but it's going to fail for them because Chicago is not ready for this madness and the absolute anger that's been boiling in the city for 8 years.
Well, they defund their neighborhoods. They don't put any money, and then all of a sudden they have $700 million to house migrants in a school that they shut down in a black neighborhood. Instead of opening the school and having after-school programs and whatever, and investing in their community, they brought in migrants from other countries, and then they gave $700 million to a Florida company to take care of those migrants instead of taking care of their own city. Of course those people are going to hate Brandon Johnson and welcome ICE. Of course they are.
Is this too crazy a prediction? I mean, after watching these fine ICE officers that they clearly hired earlier that afternoon from like a lunch line, do you think it's going to turn out a lot of them are illegal immigrants, those ICE agents?
Wouldn't that be ironic if the ICE agents were illegal immigrants? That would be hilarious.
Because these guys, where the hell they come from that are doing this job? They don't look like no agents and nothing I ever saw. They look like illegals posing as something to me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Kid Cabello, everybody check out HardLens Media on YouTube. Appreciate it. All right, brother.
Thank you very much.
So, Jimmy, people are saying the reason why they're masking the ICE is because they've been doxxed.
Yeah, well, then don't take the job,
and that their families are at risk.
Cops don't. So every cop in America could be doxxed. So you're saying every cop in America could be doxxed? So cops have
They wear a name tag on their badge that says their name.
That says your name.
The officer, his name on his badge.
That's right. So
what is this?
So don't take the job then if you're afraid. Cops have to put their name on their shirt. They have to have their a badge, and they have to tell you their name and badge number if you ask them. And if you don't want to do that, then don't take the job.
Then you're a punk if you got to wear a mask.
Then you're a punk. If you have to wear a mask, you're a punk.
As a cop, now Antifas wear masks because they don't want to be caught. That's right. I know that. But if you're enforcing the law, you look like you're weak and illegitimate if you have to mask up for that.
That's exactly right. You look like you're some kind of Gestapo.
So the state's not legitimate? Is that what I'm to take from that? Because the badge says, hey, this is my name. You're not killing me. You're attacking the state. So you can if you want, but it's going to come down hard on you because you attacked the federal government when you attacked me.
Right.
It's not a hiding my identity as if I'm working in a foreign country.
Yeah. 100% against the mask. I don't care. And it has, by the way, what proof has there been of ICE agents being doxxed and their families being killed? Has that happened? No, it hasn't.
What in the fuck? I mean, you're the cops.
You're the cops.
What happens when you threaten cops' families? They don't come and get you?
Right.
Are these not real cops? Are these not real cops? Is that what this is?
They've been threatening cops' families since the beginning of time. My dad was a cop. He didn't wear a mask. He was a cop in a black neighborhood in Chicago. Didn't wear a mask.
Who would be dumb enough to attack the federal police?
Right. Yeah. Anyway, what this moron doesn't have a mask on. What, isn't he afraid of being doxxed? But he does have a military outfit on, like he's in Baghdad or like he's in a Mosul or Afghanistan. But he's not. He's probably standing right across the street from TJ Maxx in Chicago.
There are soldiers that wore that shit wear a mask? I don't think they did they?
Right. I don't know. Anyway.
I think they had a name, rank, and serial number that was available.
That's right.
What is this?
This is not America. All right. Over to Steph.
Yeah. I think what you also don't understand, or some people in the chat, is like what you're seeing they're doing to people, pulling up with masks, hauling anybody in. What you're seeing them do to the lesser among us,
they'll do to you.
They're going to do to you.
You want to be arrested, but you want to have cops in masks with no name tags on come and arrest. How do you even know they're cops? So now, come to me. So now, why wouldn't gang members, criminals, mafia, why wouldn't they put masks on, drive up in an unmarked car, no badges, no nothing, and just start throwing people in vans and kidnapping them? Why wouldn't they do that? It's mental.
Jimmy, I just found this. I'll text you the article. But this is from Politico. ICE is okay, here's the part that should alarm everyone. ICE is openly hiring people with no prior law enforcement experience whatsoever. So you know how that should be your first job in law enforcement is ICE? They're putting armed officers on the streets who weeks earlier were working in retail, fresh out of college, or switching careers from office jobs. So it's roughly like Police Academy 2 is what's happening.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's unprecedented. Here, I'll send you the article. That's amazing because it looked like you could see it.
You could see it. They looked like they had been working at TGI Fridays just yesterday.
Because when they defunded the police, they fired all the real cops, and they're not going to hire them back at the old wages. They can't bring qualified people anymore. That's why it's like this in Austin. So it's all new chumps cutting their teeth on this, who probably didn't take the job. And I'll bet you a few of them are illegal. I'll bet you.
Why are elite athletes, business moguls, and high performers using Armra colostrum? Armra colostrum is nature's first whole food with over 400 bioactive nutrients working at the cellular level to build lean muscle, accelerate recovery, and fuel performance, all without artificial stimulants or synthetic junk. Whether you're running a business, training hard, or just want an edge, Armra optimizes your body for peak output. We've worked out a special offer for my audience. You receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to armra.com/Jimmy or enter Jimmy to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's armra.com/Jimmy. October 19th, we'll be in Irvine, California. We'll be in Australia. Then we'll be in Burbank, California the day after Thanksgiving. And then Pottstown, Pennsylvania, December 6th. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.